second I get on here and go live. Clementine's gonna sneeze us to death. What, baby? Come here. Come here. You wanna say hi? Say hi. Oh, that's my baby. Oh, Clementine. How's my girl? She checking it all out? You taking it all in? Oh, I want kisses. Yes, I want kisses. Come here. Give me kisses. Thank you. Oh, you gotta go to the bathroom. You gotta go potty? Really? What? I'm following you. Take me to your leader. Let's go. Come on. All right. The main thing to take away today on this February 10th, 2026 is get the fuck out of your head. Quit locking the door from the inside and calling it safety. I mean, life's hard as it is. You live this once that I'm agnostic. I'm not atheist. I'm not a fan of organized religion. I understand church has a place for its people. Some people need something to believe in to keep them grounded. It's hard. All of it. As a person coming to this, it seems meaningless. What's the purpose? What's the point? To live to the fullest. No, whether it was raking leaves as a kid or packing cups at International Paper or screen printing, welding, whatever job I did in my past, in construction, if you're going to do it, give it 110%. I don't know what. Not everybody has to, like, if your number's 80%, then give it 80%. Just find your number. Like, what are you going to, when you show up, what do you want to leave behind? When the next person comes in and takes over, do you want them to go, oh my God, look at this fucking mess. Who fucking ran this before I got in here? Or are they going to be like, oh man, this is really nice. How did they manage this stuff in here? I want to keep it this nice. Like, what state do you like things to be in order for you to accomplish what you need to accomplish? Do you even care? So people care. Yesterday I had one of the admins. I had one of the admins at one of my offices basically they feel left out. They feel like they don't have a clue of what is happening in the organization. Again, though, I take care of clients' technology. I'm helping them by bringing a new layer, the administrative layer, to their organization. A gap that I have organically, come across and found a solution to. And again, only looking at it now and looking back, the admin team site, that was just a place for leadership to work from to do the thing. And I'm like, you have to be in charge. You have to tell us what to do. Like, no, wait a minute, Joe. How the fuck are they supposed to get everybody on the framework? Well, the gatekeeper, that's their job. So you train the gatekeeper to where they can take it to everybody. Then you realize the gatekeeper isn't bit to do that. So as we're going through all these trials and tribulations, figuring out the rhythm, the framing, the voice, the lexicon of the master tech plan. A lot of rough meetings. I'd go into a meeting and I have a picture of what this is supposed to look like. Let me show you as I fumble everywhere. That's the wrong way to go about it. Ain't that right, Clementine? You tell him, girl. Well, The fuck? What? Jesus. Wow. Chris. Wow. And we're back. Back. I'm being an idiot. All right. Doing I'm doing me. Fuck it. That's how I say it. But anyway, we got work to do, people. And I don't feel like doing shit. I don't have another meeting until 1 o'clock. Yeah. A little bit out of lost words right now. That's okay. I'm a little distracted, which is beyond okay. Yeah, I've worked so hard to get where I am. And people often see how I'm living and the things I have. As much as I get accused of being materialistic and all I care about is my things, you have no idea. The last thing I care about is this stuff. Like, this stuff helps me do what I love to do. So therefore I take good care of it. Like, I do care about it because these are my weapons for when I go to battle. And what am I fighting and battling right now? I'm trying to educate people on not to be such a dick. You know, what I was saying earlier before I stepped away to put some time to myself. What I was trying to get at is I was at the office yesterday and somebody feels left out of the systems that we're building. And because of that, they have some tension build up, some frustration build up. And I get it. But this one person in particular, the way he talks to people and just how he's so, I mean, he's such a dick. And the fact that he talks to women this way, you know, I almost want to go up to him and be like, hey, you know, if you want a hostile work environment, then fucking be hostile. But don't fuck around with, like, do not treat a woman the way, like, talk to the guys, the crew, the field, like, whoever. Talk to the people that way, if that's your MO. But when you talk to a woman that way, I mean, I don't know, maybe the feminine, sexist women will come up to me and be like, oh, we don't need you. Like, I'm sorry I was raised that, you know, women, they're not fragile, they're not incapable. But they do things and go through things that we just won't understand as men. And I understand their need for respect. And when they say equality, you can have equality and still be different from each other. Equality doesn't mean that they want our jobs, that they're going to go and you know, get on a fishing boat or, you know, do some of the crazy ass things that us men, you know, and there are men out there that are very feminine and there are women out there that are very masculine. But the general state of things is that women are delicate flowers and men are the rugged, you know, we're here to get the job done. And any relationship has somewhat of a dynamic like that. I actually enjoy and celebrate that dynamic. I want a beautiful woman that I protect and that protects me. Protects me from myself, protects me from, mainly from myself. No, I have not been allowed to get a motorcycle for the last 8 years because my wife forbid it. And I didn't get one because of her. Like, I gave her so much power. And now that there's no interest anymore, like, I'm going to do me. Am I going to go out and get a motorcycle right away? No. There's bigger and badder things I want, like an actual maybe not airplane. I think I'd rather have a helicopter. You know, a plane, so you got to be going, and there's no stop, chill for a second, and go again. Like you have to be going. And with a helicopter, with what I do, like that would be better because you can be stationary, get the shot, or get over there a little bit, go left, go right, go backwards, go forward. Yeah, I think I'd rather get I have friends that have airplanes, and trust me, to get from point A to point B, I think a plane is much faster than a helicopter, but I'm not sure on that. I'd assume it is. Anyway, get my pilot's license before I get a motorcycle right now. I want to travel the world. I want to make incredible images, make incredible memories and videos, and just do all the things. I want to live a life without hostility, negativity, living in a prison. That's what my post says today. Every day I'm going to do a post. And it's me taking the moment to put a thought together, throw it out there, and hope it resonates with others. So 1:00, I have a meeting, and I need to review last week's session, so that way I can understand what the hell it is I'm supposed to do today. So let's get to work. We have cultures to improve, we have workforces to empower, and we have identities to elevate to the next level. And if your brand needs some TLC, if it needs a little consulting, a little framework to help you communicate to your workforce what the hell it is you're trying to do, and if you don't know what you're trying to do, well, then that's where we should start. So that way, then we can share. But that's your desired state, right? What's the desired state of things, and where are we headed? Are we keeping people posted as we're on that way to that their desired state? Oh shit. Hold on. I need to turn on Fisher Design to where you guys don't have to wait in a lobby. I can make it to where when people from outside your organization join, they just come in. I need to turn that on my tenant. Anyway, how you doing, boss?
Good, man. I gotta get back to you. I kind of buried you. There you go.
Yeah, I was actually just getting ready to pull up the last session to review the notes of what you and I were supposed to meet about, and I didn't get to that. So
yeah, because I don't remember. I was like, oh, we got it, and it's about archiving and blah 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 blah. But I don't. At this point, to be quite honest with you, I don't remember what you and I were going to meet about.
Well, let me
do sort of a division and task between Paul and I. Folder structure, archiving, blah 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 blah.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull up Fisher Designs sessions real quick. I've been tracking them here. Did I get last week's in there? Holy shit, I need to get last week's in here. Okay, so that's not going to help. Let's go to Teams. Pull up last week's conversation real quick. Oh, and that was a one-off. I hope I recorded that. I think I did.
You did. I saw it on the screen.
Oh, I need to get this invite out. Yeah, beautiful. Yeah, once I'm done with this call, I got a hard stop. And I don't think we're going to go till 2, but we'll see what happens here.
Yeah, I don't think we need to. I think it's going to be pretty.
Should be a quick conversation here.
Quick conversation, yes. And then we'll go out and get some beers and talk about why your old lady hates you.
No, she doesn't hate me. I mean, she was just staying with me up until it's.
No, we're not gonna go there. We'll go there later.
Yeah. Anyway, that's the wrong meeting. Where is the one that we had? ARC updates. Is that the one we had later in the day? No, that was with Paul Mason. Did somebody? Yeah. Where is my meeting with you guys last week? Was that Thursday? That was Thursday, wasn't it? It was. I got it here.
Did you? I don't know.
All right. It was Thursday's normal session, so yes, it was recorded. And
yeah, Thursday. Yeah, it's like Thursday at 1 or something, 1 or 1:30.
Just grabbing this document real quick. Go to Fisher Designs Tech Plan and my AI here. Whoop. We will grab this file and we can ask it, what is William and I's purpose for this meeting? I say Scott. Okay. I got so many Scots, it's ridiculous. William, and your purpose for this meeting was not to solve a single technical problem, establish operational alignment and ownership so the work can finally move forward without stalling again. So,
all right. The big idea is I after my notes, I'm not seeing anything.
I think it was pretty much to bring you up to speed with. I kind of did it in the status meeting to some degree, like a very high level. Like this, all this is we have an administrative for later now. When you and I were working together, I didn't have this terminology or this framework in place yet because it had not become known to us. It organically appeared that, holy shit, every business should have some form of an administration department that manages the frameworks for leadership to make decisions. That's what administration does. It provides the, and the leaders within that, depending on where they are in that framework, they make the decisions for that framework. And there's a master person, a gatekeeper that understands this. That's Scott Stevens right now, but he has a director, which is Bill Fisher. So when we know the chain of command and we use this admin department that I've developed and put to place, and I've taken your team with you guys all trap it all up here. I've taken it all and put it into a site that says, here's our departments. Here's our systems that we run. Here's the gatekeeper for that system and who's responsible for it. So when we need to make a change to it, they're the ones that have to be responsible for managing it. So they need to be involved. That type of shit. And it's not Joseph making the decisions. We're just providing you guys a way to make solid decisions that are consistent for the brand. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think actually now that I'm processing, our conversation is a lot about archiving and how and when we do that.
Well, I think it was around the naming schema and stuff of that nature. And what's the workflow? Yes, the workflow of archiving.
That should have been the naming schema or the process for that should have been what you and Paul talked about.
Well, so there's a real big line, a workflow, right? And what we're doing is we're talking about one little chunk of that workflow at a time. So if we look at the big thing is we we've been doing this for years and we still don't have it written out or like we do it every day, but we don't have it articulated or written out in a way that makes simple sense so we can improve it and tweak it and move things around. What we're talking about is getting the archiving, set up just right. But there's a bigger picture here. We have SharePoint storage that we need to keep lean and with stuff in it that's needed, resources. Like his idea for having a brand folder for each client makes sense to me. And having the completed projects folder in there would be great because that would help our archiving process and keeping the active projects clean. Because once they're done, Bill's right. We need a shelf life with these projects when they're done. They need to be accessible in SharePoint. So if we know that when a job is completed, when it's actually completed and billed, we don't get rid of it out of SharePoint, but it doesn't live in the active projects. It's not active anymore. The second it's no longer active, we're not leaving it there for a lifespan. No, this is active projects. Once it's completed, it gets moved to that brand folder. So that's what I want to have authority over, is making those decisions, because right now the files are staying in there because they need to stay there for a little, no. And then trying to get the team to collaborate and work better. I'm trying to make sure we're giving wins across the board with things that make sense. So as a big picture guy that understands everybody's jobs and what needs to happen, I am helping build that framework. And it's not Joe's way. I just want people to trust that Joe's doing it away because he understands production. He understands what putting on a tight performance and sticking to that timing is all about. So trust me that I'm going to make sure that we have everything in place and cues where I can articulate and write out the process, where AI can even, how am I supposed to do this? And it's got to be simple. It's got to be easy to where we can explain it to a third grader and they understand it. All those things, that's what I'm trying to do, is give us a way to be consistent with our workflow and to document and capture what we're doing in a way that, keeps us sane, if that makes sense.
Nope, got it.
So jobs coming in, we need to know when they're triggered. Like right now, anybody can go and put a job and people are just dumping it. We have to officially as a team say, no, this is wrong. How do we get there?
So I'm looking back through my notes and remembering things. I feel like our conversation today was, what can we actually archive 2023 back? And will there be any concerns about that? So, and then
that's squashed. I think that's already answered and done. So,
well, it's not done, right? Like, it hasn't happened.
The execution's happening as we speak, I believe.
Paul's doing that?
Correct. And I can jump on and take a look real quick just to see where it is if we want to monitor it. If we go look at... And thank you for saying that about the archives with Paul and Scott on the phone, that why is it so hard? It's the old way. We want to improve it, but we're not incapable of getting to the archives and searching for things. People talk like it's broke. It's not. It's just legacy. That can't be right. That's better. So this is everything down to 2023. I don't know if these. Oh, those are the vast template folders. That's fine. Here's all the 23. Like we had these random ones like this that he's going to go in and fix and find out if they're empty folders or what.
Well, there's a lot of stuff that Adam did because Chris was not creating jobs and Adam had to do work and blah, blah, blah. I mean, I get it. I understand how it happens.
Yeah, we can see how it got to where it is. Absolutely.
I feel like there's two things. I feel like you and I need to align on that we are definitely going to start archiving 2023 down. And that it's going to be clear that nobody's using channels anymore. And then the second part of that was, what is the protocol to create folders if we're not using channels?
Okay, and I'm happy to explain that to you.
So let's just focus on the one way. So can we go to, or I don't really care how many ways there are.
You want to know the Fisher design way to do it.
Yes, let's just
the official way. Yep. The official way I want you guys to do this is you guys typically start from the home screen. We want you to do this online, first of all.
Right.
I know it can be done from Finder, but to ensure the folder gets created properly and put there and then goes to people's computers as opposed to just put it on a computer and hope it comes back to the server, then goes to everybody. No, you're going to put it where it's supposed to be and start it from there. I'm saying that's that way we take as many variables for the folder getting created and put in the right place and be done. So that is why it takes a lot of risk out. It just makes it simple and straightforward. So what you're going to do, and I want this written on the team site somewhere where we can say our process for jobs.
Can you do a video right now, Joseph? Can you walk through this in a video on screen?
After we go through it, just to make sure we are aligned on it, then we will do a walkthrough. That's not where we're talking and bumping through. Like, let's go through it, make sure it's good, and then we'll do a sweep, if that makes sense. So from here, you're going to go to Jobs, Active Projects. You're going to go to. They moved it. I hate how they fucking keep moving shit. It used to be over here on the left. Now it's over here on the right. Can you find it? All right. Create folder. Type in the job of the name and hit done, and you're done. So, the job number needs to be created already.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's different.
So that's before this process. So, once that number is obtained, this should be the very next process. As you come here and you create a new folder. Now, once you do this, I'm going to create a automation that will take the root folders that we want in here. Anytime you add a job number in here, it's going to automatically go grab those folders and put it in that folder for you. Right now, it has to be manually done until that automation is turned on.
Okay.
That would be the next step.
Right.
I'm telling you that as a leader so you understand the big picture, but you need to understand what's going to be present now.
That'd be super helpful. Yeah.
Well, I can't. The issue I've had is I do all these buildings of processes, but nobody follows them. And if I turn on, like I want automation, I want these things, but we have to do them first to know that it's adopted, and then we will improve it. Just like the tracking the job numbers and stuff. So yeah, again, this is administrative's way of everything I'm doing with you right now. I'm going through an administrative lens of how do we make sure all this is consistent and we don't flip out or fuck up. All right. So I'm just going to do this. I'll delete it when I'm done. Test folder, right? So you'll do a job folder, put the name, and you'll save it. And then from there, you need to go to the general folder where we have our production folder template. And you'll copy this. And I always just hit copy to. Don't do move to, because if you do that, then we won't have these here. You do it. Wait a minute. This is production folder. These are usually design jobs, are they not?
Well, it's relative. Like, it might be design, it might be production. Probably most of them are going to be design and strategy, yes.
Then somebody got rid of our production or our design, unless this is it.
It doesn't matter. At this point, for our conversation, it doesn't matter. use production. The path is the same.
Well, we don't have, unless we're using this production folder template for both design and production.
We will not be, but
then there's no design folder. Oh, wait a minute. What are these? Sample. These must be the. Do you remember doing this in 23, 22?
Yes. Yes.
So I'm assuming that this is the folder right here. This is just backwards. Yeah. So let's do. Oh, I see. That's where I thought I would put it. Okay, good. So we have. I thought this was the right one. Yeah. So I wanted. Do you mind if I get rid of this one? Oh, this is Nick Schultz. I don't know if I want to break his stuff. Is his? Well, he modified your folder.
So.
I'm just trying to keep it clean so when we give the instructions and go through the video that we're getting ready to record, we'll have one for production jobs, one for design jobs, right?
Yeah, but I'm not sure that I'm prepared. I need to think about the structure of the folder. I mean, that's what it comes down to, is that there's stuff in there.
Like you might want to revisit it to make sure that it's optimal for what we need.
Yeah, so no, let's just, I think production as an example is a good idea. Because I think it's way more climatized. So if we could just walk through the process with production, I think that's fine. If that makes sense.
It does.
Yeah.
All right, so does the job number get added to QuickBooks before it goes anywhere?
Yeah, process-wise, and I should put this together.
Yeah. Well, I'm not. This isn't the point. I'm giving you a scratch rough draft, and I'm using this to make the video real quick, so that way you can take this in the video and.
Yeah. No. The first step is estimate approved. QuickBooks generate job number. And for me, then generate folder on SharePoint channel, but we're not doing that anymore. So
Okay, so once the job number is created in once we have that generated through our little app that we created and add that to QuickBooks, we take that job number and we go to the team site.
right.
Sorry, I've updated. So the team site's now called the digital workspace, like the company's digital workspace. So we're going to go to Fisher Design's digital workspace. We're going to click on jobs, then active projects, and the site navigation at the top. We're going to go on the right-hand side of the page on the active projects site or document library to hit create or upload new folder. You'll paste in the name of the folder or however you get it in there. Provide the name of the job, and hit. What does it do when you hit? You have to hit save, I think. Oh, create, and then hit create. And then once that's done, you will now have a folder, and go to the general folder within active projects. And select the no. You want to go to the general folder within active projects and select the 26th folder. Then select all folders and hit copy to, and navigate to the proper folder and hit copy here. I think that's what it says, copy here. So if I go in here, select all, I hit copy to, navigate to, well, it's Z general. I got to remember that. Not general, but Z general. Jesus. Test folder and copy. Yep, copy here. That's the term. Okay, good deal. I think that's it.
Well,
All right, so I'm gonna set this off to the side real quick.
so, all right.
And I'm going to get ready to. I'm going to actually go back here, delete my test folder. And when I create this job number, it's going to be a sample job number in the video, just so you know. And I'm going to do it to where it populates at the very top of this list. That way I can see it in the video and I don't have to scroll for it. All right. You ready for me to do this?
Yep.
All right. So starting here, you will go to jobs and you'll click on active projects. From here, you will hit create folder. You will give the folder the name of the job. Somebody saved the list backwards. Okay. You will then go, now that the job number is in the folder, you will then go to your people. General folder, Z General. You will go into the production folder. You will highlight all the files and you will hit copy to. You will then navigate back to your original location of the documents library and you will find your job number. And you'll click it and hit copy here. And that is all that needs to be done. This job folder is now intact. Everybody can access it. And if you look on your computer, oh, oh, I must
It
not
should
be.
be.
Yeah, I'm not syncing that folder.
Well, that's not going to help.
So, but everybody that's syncing, if you look at your computer, at your active projects, are you syncing it?
I am.
You should now see 00 test name and the files underneath it.
Active projects.
In active projects, correct.
00 TESD space NAME. Got it. Art direction, images, retrieve files.
Yep. So now you can see the people, like sales does this process, and now the workforce can get to work.
All right. Got it.
That, I believe, is the best way to do this. Now, obviously, people are going to know that they can just go up to Finder, go to the active projects list, and create a new folder, and then copy the folders and put it in there, and it will work. You asked me for the official design way to do it, the official way that we want people to do it to make sure it goes smooth. I gave you that way.
I think that's what we should do.
I agree. I'm not saying that the way that's the supported way. There's more than one way to skin a cat, but that's the way that's supported. That's the way the technicians will be trained to support it as well, because that's what we have written.
Yeah. We'll make that part of the SOP.
Look at you! Better stop it, flirting with me like that.
You don't mean it like that.
No, I just, one thing I've noticed, William, over the last 5 years is that you really can influence things. My lexicon, if you will. It feels really good that I'm working with individuals, even coaching them. And it feels really good when you hear people saying, oh, I got a new objective that I'm excited about. This stupid matter happened. And yeah, I got this new SOP and P done that. You review it with me. Like the feeling I'm getting from that. It's pretty fucking incredible.
Yeah. It's a general lexicon, right? I mean, everybody, that's how that works. Have you ever studied semiotics?
Don't even know what that word means.
I'll send you some stuff over. Because semiotics are a tangent of Jungian philosophy. Have you ever read Jung?
Don't know who he is now.
Yeah.
I'm into philosophy a lot, like Marcus Aurelius and Seneca and all these,
So
Stoics.
you're a Stoic, huh?
I've actually, it's been life changing for me.
So Jung was a contemporary of Freud, um, and he, from psychological interpretations, determined what the basic language is for all personality types. So that's where archetypes come from. So when you think about archetypes or tarot cards or whatever, so Jung is the one that put all that together. But you're on the right track. God, it sound like AI.
Yeah, you sycophant, you.
When you start connecting philosophies, it's a lifestyle for me.
Well, yeah, it's like religion, right? Because when I was a kid, I heard about all these different religions, and I like different parts of different ones, different values, different things. And as I learn about philosophy, there's commonalities in those philosophies as well, and those are the truths that I look for, like the black swan type thing, right? What's the real message underneath all of this?
Or suffering is suffering is life, right? Like as the Buddha said.
It lets you know you're alive. Absolutely, it's experiencing
Right.
life. It. Some people don't know how to live without the pain, which is why I think I'm getting divorced.
Well, yeah, I need a beer over that because I'm suffering too. So my old lady is like, and it's funny. I have a feeling our situations are similar, where she's all like, "I don't think you understand me," and blah blah blah. I'm like, "Oh, okay."
Well, it's not a you problem at all. It's really them going through what they got to go through. And for mine, I think I think the mask was on heavy for her in the beginning, and as it slipped, it's not that neither of us were probably real in the beginning, but at some point you lose yourself, and if you're not real, and like I think she was afraid that if she was real with me about with what she wanted, that I would just do what everybody else in the past had done, just react and be like, oh, that's horrible. Like, if you really love somebody, I want to help go through this pain. Like, I don't want to have power over you. I want to give power to you. I want to be your sidekick, not solve this for you. So you have to do the work. And that's where, unless they accept that they have to do it,
You did a lot of recovery stuff, right? That's what it sounds like.
I've been through a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, even early on as a kid. I mean, the foster
It's
shit.
not good about it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it sounds like that's recovery language, and I'm not opposed to it in any way. I've had buddies that speak to me like that, so
well,
it provides context.
it it's just trying to understand what you can control and what you can't control. And when somebody's sitting there projecting things onto you, I mean, if you listen to what they're saying in their emotion when they're upset, there's a lot of truths there, and that's what I love about them. When people get emotional or pissed off, don't fall into that with them. Stay subjective and listen to the real reason why that subjectivity is so loud right now. What is causing? And a lot of times it's their fears. Them, yeah. Like Scott Wegman's a huge component of that. Love Scott to death, but his fear of leading a team and bringing everybody in the same room to have a hard conversation. It's real.
He's second or third gen, right? Like that's how Bill is. It's like they didn't make it; they inherited it.
Yeah.
And that makes you immediately non-power. Like it it eliminates your power. And you know, I don't know where you are in the world of politics, but I think Donald Trump is a good example of my dad had power, so now I'm going to have power. Uh,
Well, yeah, his power, yeah, like Donald Trump's power is not from self reflection and self awareness and getting to the top because of his trials and
but
tribulations.
but he's not like Scott or he's not like Bill, because those guys are both apologetic for the fact that they were second gen.
Well, they also they take on the weight of what it is. They don't feel like everybody's there to serve them. They feel like they are there to serve the others, but they didn't build it, so they don't know what that truly means.
Right, right. It's kind of like, it's hard for me to explain to people why Bill is the way that he is. And it's like, well, he was a kid when he inherited the business, and there's always 1,000 old fuckers around him telling him what to do. He doesn't have that anymore. Like now he's like out on the weatherhead, and he has to be the guy, and he's not equipped for it. Like he's literally not equipped for it.
Well, that's why I'm. That's and there's so many like Scott, him. There's so many of them out in the world. That's why I'm trying to say is if I can bring together a system that puts their framework, like I had a meeting with Scott Wegman and his team, the ops team, the leadership team, because they're starting to get into SharePoint now. They're like, oh, SharePoint's the greatest thing ever. We could build and do. I'm like, that's what I've been saying for 8 years. I've been building in here for 8 years, and now that you guys are here, you're just trampling on everything and you're fucking everything up. And now you guys are being reactive and asking why things aren't going smooth. It must be Joe.
Stop the trample.
No, guys, listen. This is a platform that we're all standing on. You guys are over here jumping around, and I come over here, I move a little bit. Like, we're fucking with each other. We should probably stop rocking the boat so much and all stand steady and say, hey, how can we get over there together? Because us all doing it all over the place, we're just fucking look like idiots right now. People are fucking flying by us. What do we need to do here? We need to work as a team. And how can you do that? Well, we have this department. Well, that's not what the name of the department is. It's called this. Well, I thought he was in charge of that department. No, we're playing that makeshift game using the tree for out of bounds, and we're arguing if it was out of bounds or not. When the lines are clearly drawn, people. When you have cameras so you can watch the replay, when you have technology that can give you insights to let you know if you're in bounds or not, like, let's use these tools and make the game better by creating the playbook. And that's what we're bringing. We're bringing a playbook. So on the admin team site, we got the departments listed. We got who's in charge of what department. If they get hit by a bus, who's taking over? What is the plan? That's something that most people haven't even thought of yet. So by adding that column, it just made everybody think, oh my God, what do we do? How would that affect? Oh my, that's a lot of risk. We should probably put some thought in. No shit. How many other blind spots are we driving in right now? Get it in the system. We will be able to see. So yeah, that to me is what the modern workforce advantage is turning out to become. Clarity, crystal clear. Clarity first, acronyms later.
Hey, dude, I have another meeting in 15 minutes.
Me too. I got the file. So the way this works is on the admin team site. We'll wrap this up in 2 minutes here. To the admin team site, admin pipeline. We also need to, did I give you guys SOP and P yet? Yes, I did. And under, I'm not sure where to put this. I'm going to put it under IT for now. And this will be our job or active project folder. I should probably also have in here a damn all right, what the hell's going on here? I'm just doing this real quick. I'm just getting this. I'm not really putting too much data in here. I'm just trying to get it done. So the SOP and P, to make this easy for you to find, copy this. That way all you got to do is that under IT, that's where we put it. Even though it's probably more of a sales job thing. Oh, that son of a bitch. All right, so now if we go look at the item we just put in, if you want to see the files or folders or anything that we're doing in there, they will be in this right here. And for me to get it in there, that'll be helpful. I want to take this and save this under Fisher Design, SOP and P, IT. There's the folder. Save it there. So the notes are in there, and here in a second, you're going to have the recording we did. And I'm leaving it in. So the admin pipeline, there's an open objective for this effort. In that admin pipeline row, there is an SOP and P column that if you click on that, it'll take you to these files. And I can automate a lot of this stuff, but I need our team working in here doing every objective. Once that's happening, we'll create dashboards, all kind of, like the first client to truly like live in it, which Wegman's the furthest so far. AP Schweitzer's doing it, but they're so small I don't count them. Where in the hell does it save my damn video I just recorded? Oh, there it is. It's probably not the fastest way to upload it.
There's a video and there's a transcription too, right? So
there's a what?
There's a transcription as well.
You can get one easily. You should be able to. Let me see if I can't get one by adding it to. I mean, I really didn't transcribe it. Hopefully, I wasn't cussing too much. I just gave it to AI and asked if it could transcribe it for me.
Well,
if not,
the note that I have here is that it's being recorded and transcribed.
Oh, you mean the transcription for this meeting?
Yes.
Once this meeting is, I thought you meant the transcription from the video we recorded. Not the. I know this is a video recording too, but I consider this a meeting we're recording. So you want the meetings recording, which I can generate that after the call. I can move it even after we close. I don't know if you ever noticed this, but it takes a few minutes for AI to process, and longer the meeting, the more it has to do. So didn't go within a half hour, but we did it within the time frame. So that should give you everything you need. I'll make sure to get those in there. Blow me up if you don't see them in there. But the other files should already be there. You should be able to see the folder already, or the files already, including the video.
So I think we're squaring away on this, and then you and I need to connect on Thursday. So yeah, I think we're good.
Yeah, we'll touch base in Thursday's admin session, and then I don't know how Bill's taking the whole administration layer, but I think you guys need it. That's why I'm developing it and been busting my ass, because I want to be able to give you guys a better tech stack. I really truly can't do that until we have alignment and the authority to make decisions. Yeah.
No, it's good. It's good. You're doing good.
Well, hopefully it's not like it was when we 5 years ago, where I was like, I didn't really have a framework. I didn't have I knew I wanted to help. I knew what good looked like. I just didn't know how to get us there. Now I do. Now I feel like this is the way for us to get there.
No, I agree. I agree. I think we're on the right path. All right, man. I'm gonna bail and do this prep for this next meeting. But this is super helpful.
Awesome. Let me know what else is going on. We'll talk on Thursday.
We'll get together.
Yeah, we'll plan. So after our call Thursday, we can talk about getting together on Friday or something.
Yeah, I think it'd be good.
Awesome. Take care, man.
Awesome. Be safe.
You too. See ya. Well, yeah, telling me to get condoms if she's coming over to stay the night isn't very. Yeah. Yes, sir. Hey, you found it. You want me to hard reset it? Okay. Yeah, I got a few minutes before my next meeting. Let me get in there and get it done. And I'll text you once I hit the reset button. You don't have to text if this is me knowing about it. So she has a new user. Is it an off? Is it an office person? I guess. Is this an auto generated from the no? Because I don't think I have emails coming to us from clear admin pipeline. She actually wrote up a, yeah, I'll take a look at it, but it's definitely an admin team thing. So I would say, oh, yeah, I don't know how much I've talked to you about this, but when you get something that you know, oh, this is definitely a Joe thing, this is not something that we would do, this is something that administration would do, we have two service desks. I know you guys have always supported both, and you still continue to do it. I'm trying to get the clients to see there's two sides because I think the admin side is more valuable than just the tech break fix shit. So when we can compartmentalize, so admins at is for objectives, and anything that changes or improves systems would be an objective. And adding somebody that isn't replacing a role that's like, oh, this is the operator of this machine, we're replacing the operator of this machine, like that is, yeah, that's a simple matter. We don't even have to buy licenses, we just replace the license from the last person. There's no change needed. But when we're adding somebody, that's a change to the tech plan, that's a change to the numbers. So we have to be able to qualify what's a change versus what's fixing something already in place type of thing. And it's getting clear. The more I do it, the more I'm finding ways to make it clear. But admins at wetmancompany.com. So when you reply to her, if you can, just say, "Hey, Melissa, you're fine. You're fine. Then don't do it again. Like you don't have to do it again. But next time you'll know. Hey, Melissa, I see this. This is definitely something for the admin team. Let me go ahead and forward this over to admins at for you. Let me know if you need anything else. Have a good day." You're just hinting that, hey, there's another channel here. She should already know that. Oh, that's beautiful. Well, here's the thing: is that they're just now starting to add the objectives versus matters stuff, and that was put in play January 1st, 2025. Over a year, they've been told to do this, and now, like, when you make a change, they all got emailed the change. They've all been told for over a year, and they're acting like they didn't know none of this was coming. They are aware. They're just bitching. But yeah, I appreciate you letting me know. I'll read the email. I want to stay on in tune. Oh shit! Now I'm talking. Thanks, sir. Hello?
So,
Are you at your desk?
yeah,
Sounds like you're in a tunnel.
yeah, I know. I'm not sure what's going on with these. Depends on Teams calls. I'm fine. I was on a Zoom, or no, Teams calls. That's terrible. I was on a Zoom call the other day and they couldn't hear anything.
You mean in the background or?
They said it when I'm on in the Teams calls in the morning. It says like I'm getting ready to take off on an airplane.
That's what, so I'm experiencing the same thing. I kind of want to take a look at that because there's no way you could have a decent meeting with that background noise. Give me a second here. Did you just mute yourself? Yeah, you just muted yourself. Okay. Yeah, that's unbearable. Jesus. How long that's been going on for? All right. Get in my system here. I wasn't planning on jumping on your computer, but give me a second to get in my system. And this is the old computer, right?
Sorry. Yeah.
Yep. You're fine. You can stay muted. All right. Unmute yourself. Come on, unmute yourself. You can do it.
I'm unmuted.
You sound beautiful. All I hear is your voice and it's crystal clear.
So what was it?
So somehow, this noise suppression that manages it, like you have your headphones in, right?
Yep.
Check this out. Let me uncheck mine. Difference? Can you,
It sounds like somebody's running a vacuum in the background.
yeah, yours sounded like an airplane was taking off. So whatever noise, but now it should sound clean. Like there is no vacuum. Like
Yeah, I didn't hear it.
you can't because you're not, yeah, you have to be on the receiving end, right? But anyway, that's been resolved, so you're good there now. I'm gonna jump off your computer. I'll only get back on if I need something. But anyway. All right, so listen, I think we've had some tremendous, awesome sessions with the ops team. The issue it's causing is some serious frustration with the rest of the admin team, which I sense would happen. And I appreciate you coming over yesterday I just appreciate you coming over. And I'm sorry I was having a bad day and I'm not making excuses. I wasn't in my best state yesterday, so I apologize. But yeah, the issue is that Joseph's making all these changes, like the frustration. I anticipated this. It's going to rain down hell on me, and I will take the blunt hit of this. I don't want to lose the momentum of what we're doing, though. So that's just where I'm at right now. I think we had some really good. I think people are taking to the change management system and the able to see clearly the lines are being drawn as opposed to us just remembering who's who and what's what. And even today, Melissa put in a ticket, and in her tone, if we're going to change, like the process has been the process. We're trying to get people to adopt it. The change has been made. We are just trying to enforce it now, and everybody's getting upset because why does it have to be enforced? Nobody made it official for me. Nobody told me I had to do that. I don't do things that Joe tells me to do. I do things that Wegman tells me to do. That's the that's how it's being, like, that's how it feels on my end. I could be wrong. But nonetheless, they don't understand the big picture of what we're doing, and we can't just. I agree with you. Bringing them all in the room at the same time with this crowd, that meeting, you probably were right by not bringing us all together to try to do what we did with ops. Let's just put it that way. Does that make sense? What I'm saying?
Yeah.
I know you're distracted right now. I know you're busy. So, this week's session, Thursday.
Yeah.
What's the, I have a plan with the ops team. What is your plan for introducing the others? I'm making myself available here. I want a good game plan.
I don't know that has to be this week.
I'm not saying it. I guess you mentioned, let's go based off of what you told me in the past, that we should probably have a meeting with the rest of the team without ops first and then bring everybody together. Is that my understanding of what you said? Did I get that right?
Yeah, I still don't think we're ready for the all together part, but.
Well, we won't be until we do a few sessions with the other team. So what I'd like to do,
the other team is a weird thing. It's a weird thing because ops, everybody is talking about operations. The other team, it's 4 different groups.
I hear you. I hear you, and I know what you're. I know that ops, warehouse, field ops, they all feel like the same thing, but we are all part of the same body. These are the arms and legs, and we're only meeting with the head and the torso right now. We need the arms and the legs to be a part of this because they're the ones that keep us moving in the right direction. So I don't know how to go about this, but I know right now, like last week with the QuickBooks thing, which we found out what the issue was. It wasn't nothing that IT was doing wrong, nothing that, finance was doing wrong. QuickBooks has a flipped out way of letting us know that we ran out of activations for QuickBooks. So, but that doesn't change perspective of users. They don't know what's going on. They just see there's a problem with QuickBooks and it's not been fixed yet. What's going on? When we bring in this summit, which I need to have that scheduled by the time we end this call if we can, with Kevin, which is going to be the leader of the people that answer the phones when there's a matter for IT. The way I'm putting it in the SOP&P, which we need to review together, I'll send you a copy of it to read. That way we can sit down together and look at it when we're at that point. We'll be further tomorrow after our meeting with them tomorrow. So I want you to review this document because the way we're saying it is if it's something that's already in place and it's not working properly, that's a matter and it goes to the service desk. If it's a change or we're adding a new user, but it's not replacing the same thing, we're changing we're adding somebody new. We didn't lose somebody, we're replacing them and we are using the same licensing. We actually have to add a license. We're adding somebody. So adds and changes, like those should be admin level, not technician level. So we are getting it crystal clear with what goes to support at and what goes to admins at. If that makes sense. We have 2 teams. Matters for dealing with IT problems, and we have the admin team that deals with matters and objectives everywhere else in the building. And that's what the department app will tell us. Let me share that screen with you real quick. Go to structure, departments. So I did a little bit of work on this. I'm not done yet, but I put maintenance, field, and warehouse as a parent department under operations. Does that align with you? Or should maintenance? I put maintenance also under operations. Is that a bad thing or
Yes.
no? Okay. That's where it should be?
I think so.
Okay, so I thought you were saying no, that's not where it goes. You're saying that you agree that okay, good. And we'll see what the team says. In fact, they have access to this now, and they should be able to see these changes when they get time. Thursday will be when we review it again. I also went ahead and put stuff in here for the 2 departments I'm helping with here. We can change this, but every department does their objectives and matters. Like IT has objectives and matters for servers, workstations not working properly, things of that nature. What are the human resources objectives and matters? We need to do a new campaign for hiring. Someone's background check came out bad, so now we have to tell this person they're no longer here. We got to replace them. That would be a matter for HR. Like, how does HR handle its objectives and matters? How does maintenance? And what we're seeing here is we're going to find that the admin pipeline, the task and matters list, we're going to see patterns as things fall in there. That's what I'm seeing with other clients. And when things fall in there, that tells us, oh, we probably should have a system for managing these types of things. So part of this week's discussion and what we'll do with the other departments when they do come in, this is where we start, if that makes sense. Are you okay with that?
Joe, I'm not gonna fight this anymore. I'm gonna follow your lead. I hate when you introduce something to me and ask me if I'm good with it, because I'm hearing it for the first time and I don't really get it.
Yep. Yeah, listen, hey,
fair question.
I will stop. I need to trust that you, when you see something that you don't align with, don't react right there on the spot, but bring to my attention that, hey, Joe, this thing that you're doing, I don't know if this is the best. I just need you to be honest and real with me. Oh, go ahead.
We've had conversations after both meetings, and I thought that I expressed that things went well, or when I didn't, they went exactly right. But so
I appreciate it. That's amazing. And what I'm telling you is it's a huge difference and a leap. One that I know is not easy for you to say, Joe, I'm trusting your lead. Just, and just because you voice something I may not have agreed with it doesn't mean I'm not taking it to weight with my decisions and what I'm doing while I'm doing this, if that makes sense. I know that I see the big picture. I know I can help. And I know I'm not trying to get anybody's way. I'm trying to help them go faster and further. So with that being said, I think we're aligned there now. If you're going to trust me to take them on this journey and know that there will be pushback, I will do my best to handle that. And I appreciate your support and being beside me and supporting me, even if you don't understand. That's a huge thank you for that trust. I feel like I've earned it, and I feel like that it's being given, so I don't want to squander that. So I want to show you two more things before we end the call, because I don't want to be on here forever. I did some work over the weekend to show a few of the things, and I've already showed you the workforce management app, right? Like where we can start adding things to the team site. That will be a win when we bring those others in, because that's when we will introduce it to Melissa and hopefully get sessions with Melissa going again, so that way we can get that all cleaned up and go in the right direction. I worked on the call-in line, or the Wegman Company service line. So I need you to write down this number, or I can text it to you if that's easier. And I want you to make a few test calls with your desk phone while we're sitting here if you can. The phone number I want you to write down. This is a Wegman Company. You guys own this phone number. This is your phone number, 513-252-0740. This is Wegman Company's internal support line. When you call it, this is just, nobody should have this number. It should not be on the side of any vans. It shouldn't be in any postings. We give this to a new hire saying, if you have problems, this is your number that you can call and select the right option. First thing I want you to do is we're going to test it out by having you call it. And then I want you to press option 3 when you hear, listen to it first, then select option 3. I'm going to go grab I'm going to go grab a drink. And you can do it from your cell phone or your desk phone, whichever you prefer. We will re-record these.
So am I just sitting on hold?
Did you just hit 3?
Yeah.
What did it do when you hit 3?
What? I hit 3.
Okay,
Now I got a voicemail from Cincy PCS.
hang it up. All right. So that right there, you guys don't have to remember Cincy PCS's phone number anymore. And when we switch from, I thought one of the guys would have answered. They must be on the phone. So sorry. So now if you go look at our team site, I think I've even well, let me double check that. I may not have got that far yet. Nope. We'll do it right now. What we want to do, and we'll make it official when we do it, but 252-0740. And here's why this is so beautiful. Because as we evolve, we improve our service desk. We're going to go to a new service desk. When we meet with Kevin, that's going to be the discussion that these guys will start taking calls. So when someone hits option 3, all we have to do is, instead of it going to Cincy PCS, now it's going to go to Summit. And everybody, either whether it's Cincy PCS or Summit, they should answer the phone just service desk, so it feels like it's our service desk. I'll even change the greeting if you have to leave a voicemail to like, thank you for calling Wegman Company IT. Like, I'll get that. That just brought that to my attention when it went to voicemail. So thank you for letting me know about that. I didn't even think about that. Now I want you to do it again. Hold on. Before you do it again, I want to add your number to it, so that way you get the message as well. I'll need your cell phone number in just a second.
I'm not calling for myself.
You don't have to. That's, yeah. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I want this text message to come from our, let's do this. Oh my God. I knew that's what you were going to do. What's your cell phone number?
513-515-9090.
There we go. All right, you're going to call it again. Doop, doop, doop. And this time I want you to hit option 1, and then you're going to leave a voicemail. And I want you to just, say something on that voicemail. Say whatever you like.
Supposed to be U.S. Bank. I was working with Kurt. I report to bed. I'm sick. Tired.
Now, my idea was just to use this because I'm building the service desk line. Really, when you hit option 1 for HR, it's just going to go to Melissa's extension. We have plenty of other phone numbers. I'm going to create a phone number that we give to the guys when they call in. That way, now I can keep it option 1, and also have a phone number for just calling in, or we just keep it this system if you want, and change it from HR just to, if you are supposed to report to a job and can't make it today, press 1 or something like that. They all need to be re-recorded, so that way they're good quality. I'm throwing shit out there just to give you guys the understanding of how it works, and the framework. We'll polish it later. But did you get any text messages yet?
Yeah. No.
Yeah, me neither. The last time it ran was 1 day ago. Let me refresh this. Because I just tested this with Jake yesterday. You know what?
He was good with it.
Oh, did he already tell you about it?
No.
Oh, he thought it was really cool. I'm trying to find out why that You hit option 1, right? And left a voicemail.
Yeah, it said who do I report to? Where was this
Yeah,
supposed to go?
now you got a text message, but this may have been the one from no.
Actually, it says it came from Jerry. Probably because I had his phone number listed as the officer.
Right.
Received
Oh, your text message finally came through. It just took a little bit longer. Probably because I made the changes. But yeah, I was supposed to go to U.S. Bank. I was working with Kurt. I report to Ben. I'm sick. I'm tired.
Yeah.
And you see what number it came from. Well, you're saying yours shows up as Jerry, but where that it's blue, right? Or maybe it's not blue.
Yes.
Here, I'll show you what I got.
The office number.
So you can see what I got.
I can't read it.
Yeah, that's probably
What is that?
it. Might yeah.
Wait, what nonsense.
Yeah, it's basically the same thing I just showed you, that it shows your guys' actual phone number there for people that don't have it. If it was stored there under Wegman Company instead of Jerry, it would say Wegman Company. But I just changed it from, like, I have it going from 111 here, but when it comes to the others, it's coming from our 07. I can tell it to come from whatever number I want, so I'm going with this. So we can have everybody save it in their phones or create a contact and share it with them so that way they save it in their phones the way we tell it to save in their phones. We'll create a contact card and share that with new hires. That's what we'll do. And that way, when they send a text in, it'll say, yeah, it'll be saved on everybody's phone properly as Wegman Company's service line or whatever. But do you understand the gist of how... Go ahead.
Yeah, they're not sending a text. They're sending a voicemail.
They're going to call and leave a voicemail, and it sends a text with whatever they said. I feel like a voicemail is the general best way to do it. I can set it up to where when someone texts X number, take that text message and send it here as well, to where they can text or call.
Okay. Were those the questions that Jake wanted in there?
No, I built this on my own without anybody help based off what I know. You guys can tweak it. Again, it's a framework. I'm just facilitating the framework. I dictate the framework. You guys get to make it your own. So that's the call-in line. The workforce management app. What I'm telling you is now that I am getting some work with the admin team, that's why you're starting to see, okay, I need to be able to show that this is going to, like, it's not just them moving and doing things, it's all of us. Like I too am making SOP and P. We're doing this collaboratively together. And
So let me ask you this. When I called that number, then I know it's a demo thing. You had number 1 is in charge, right?
yeah, so let's go look at it real quick together, the actual settings here. That it'll give you a visual to where you can tweak it, or you get an idea of how it can be tweaked, I should say. So when we look at our...
The reason I'm asking is when originally, before you said anything, because I didn't know what it was going to do, I was going to say, how do I get a copy of the handbook? Because it said HR. So that's...
Well, this is the cool thing too, because we can have our AI that we develop answer the phone and talk to people. In fact, ChatGPT, have you talked to your phone through ChatGPT at all? It's actually a call on your phone now. It'll actually, when you talk to AI, it actually shows up as a call in your call history. Because what it's doing now is it's setting up a call. And in fact, ChatGPT has a phone number that people can call and talk to ChatGPT. Imagine us having where someone call and say, hey, I need to know about the handbook, or where do I get that from? And it just tells them what to do, where to go. Same as if they're typing to it. Yes, we will have those tools. We need a solid foundation to build those tools on. And that's what everybody's just focused on, the tools. I'm focused on the foundation because I know that's what's going to give us consistency and give us great tools. So the admin team site, when we have it showing a virtual representation of who you guys are, your voice, it looks and sounds like you're like, yes, this is us. It truly is. It's how you operate. It's your departments, the way you label them. I've been trying to say this whole time, we want your authentic voice, the real you, not what we say we are out there, but who we are. And this admin site gives us that tangible who we are, our voice. I hope that makes sense. I know it sounds crazy, but that's how I see it. So let's get Summit scheduled and then wrap up by talking about alignment.
Okay, but I have two things that I have to figure out because I just can't wait until Thursday.
Oh, if you have anything matters or objective wise to go over, please let's do it.
Well, what I'm trying to figure out is Steven sent something over the weekend for the website thing
Yep.
that you put in there. It's the expectation on a normal thing that sits until Thursday.
It's done. Didn't he get my message yesterday?
Oh, he did not, because we had a meeting this morning. He said, I still don't have it.
No, I swore I sent him a response. Where's my message? Let me try it again. What the hell? Where do I find it? So he sent it into there. I forwarded it to...
You forwarded it.
Okay, here it is. So then he said he wanted this. So if I click on this real quick, take me over here.
It's the
module. See right here where it says module. Yep. It says modules installed right here. See that? That's because it's already installed. So it's done. Oh, shit. I'm not sharing my screen. That probably would help, wouldn't it? Got a lot going on. Sorry. All right. So up here, you'll see that the module has been installed. He sent this to me, and I could have sworn, let me hit reply all again, and I would have taken, yeah. Well, you have that in there. I don't need to be in there. Just the three of us. I was just going to reply to it. Say this has been completed. Please let us know if you... What's up?
What I was going to say is I completed this yesterday or whenever you did it. Sorry, I don't know why you didn't get the email.
So, what the fuck? What the hell's going on here? What the... Oh, you know what? I think it's because I had it... I know why that's doing that. It's so fucking stupid. All right, let me do this. I think I know what the problem is. Come on. New message. I want this to come from the admin team to Stephen, Scott, and Joseph at Navicore. Just so I have...
So while you're doing that, once he gets this, he's ready to launch the new website, with the exception of he sent me something that I was not aware of, but apparently you are.
I don't know if I'm aware of it because I just found out that we're...
No.
Yeah, go ahead.
You're aware of it because you did the last you did something, but I guess every website has to have a privacy policy.
Yes, and that's okay.
So he sent me one. He goes, "Hey, to me, you should probably go over this with Joe. Put it in AI, do whatever you do. I just have to include it." So he sent me a link to one. I don't know what the hell I'm supposed to do.
And I can't help him with a privacy policy because I have no idea what we're doing.
Then I'll do it. That's fine.
If I don't know what I'm doing, I guarantee you have no clue what he's doing. How would you do a privacy policy based off of what he's doing? Maybe that's the problem. Okay, that could be it. Maybe this is proprietary information and like super secret stuff. I don't know.
What?
I am uncomfortable with having somebody using an external platform that's tied to our tech stack that I have no idea what they're doing. Like we are going to be, I monitor, I can show you all the data that flows through your guys' systems. I can show you how many users are tied to your tech stack. It's not just your WegmanCompany.com people. It's even the personal emails when you guys send. This is why identity is so important. Everybody that your tech stack involves with, they all are users in your systems. And let's go. And I could be overthinking it. Not everybody's as sloppy as I imagine them to be. I haven't looked at it in a long time. Let me go pull it up here real quick. I'm just talking about users that are.
All right.
I haven't finished.
Send on that message.
I haven't send yet. No, I want to make sure the message makes sense. I'm talking and doing too many things at once. But users. Get us a number here. All right, so that's that. So we have roughly 245 users on our tech stack right now. We could probably do a cleanup and get it down to 100 and something, I'm sure, because a lot of these people we don't do business with anymore or are not with us anymore, X, Y, or Z, which is why the workforce management app is so important.
Who is it? Who are these people?
So you know how HubSpot is now tied into our 365, right? When we start emailing and doing stuff, it's all connected. I don't know what he's doing, so he's on my platform, and I just want what business allows siloed environments with their information? This is such a risky thing, and you're going to do a privacy policy. Somebody understands the data stack better than I do at Wegman Company. And that scares me because I don't understand the data stack at Wegman Company. And
he doesn't. He hasn't created it. He just copied the one that was on the old one and said you need to change anything. I figured you looked at that one. That's all.
No. I don't know how he's sending out emails. I don't know what the campaigns are. And IT should be in the know.
So that's fine. I don't know how to organize that conversation to get because the way you're coming at this right now is I don't understand it. Nobody understands it, yet you feel offended, and I just can't live in that world. So
I can't help. All I'm saying is I can't help if I don't know. And
what I'm saying, Joe, is you are aware of our current website. There was a privacy policy, which I'm assuming you looked at because it had access to whatever.
I have no reason to. Right now, where we are with the current tech stack and everything in place, even if that old privacy statement, that to me is irrelevant because that website, all of it's irrelevant because it's all outdated. I am focused on what we're putting out there refresh wise. That's my focus. I can go back and look to see if that would work and then go forward. But even then, I'd want to know where we're going moving forward.
But did you look at it? Have you ever looked at it?
Have I looked at your guys' current privacy policy? No. And again, your privacy policy should talk to the systems you use and how you guys handle people's data. I have no idea how you're handling all these people's. I know how I'm handling it through Microsoft, but HubSpot, it handles it a certain way, but I don't know how he is doing what he's doing, if that makes sense. Like, if we get attacked, if he's being watched right now and somebody does an attack, when he goes to do his first campaign, all these emails, and somebody is underneath that radar doing shit because they can watch and do everything, and I can't see the activity because it all looks the same to me, I have no idea what the campaign is, so I guess all these emails are good.
Okay, so what's it gonna take? What's it gonna take to get whatever we need to get? Because I can't let this sit out there another.
I agree.
week,
And
so-
Scott, I'm not trying to give you, I've already given you the framework. You know, if you think about it and try to approach it the MTP way, it speaks for, it's so organic. It's just, you guys have to start doing it and live it. I made it to where it's a way for you to get things done.
That's fine. Stop babbling about that, Joe. And I don't mean that in negative.
So right now there
Here's
is,
the real thing. Do I need to put in a matter? I don't even know what that means.
but the fact that you've accepted that I need to figure it out, how do I do it? That right there, what I heard, that's the fucking rub. That's beautiful. As long as we stay there, we're great. So let's get it done. I'm going to go to the admin team site real quick.
I understand that, but what I'm saying,
We already have an objective in here for it.
what's required to resolve it.
So
So
yeah, so what's needed
into
to,
a room, what's he coming with the room with?
so the
What's
privacy,
getting done?
do you know what so let's think about a privacy statement, what it is real quick. A privacy statement says, hey, I am going to, on this contract or whatever we sign here, I'm not going to have a million words and blibberish all over this. If you want to know how we handle data, you'll go read our privacy statement. Does that make sense? So that's what that is. That's saying, if you want to know how we handle data here, go look at our privacy statement. So the privacy statement is going to say, hey, everybody, we're Wegman Company. We do X, Y, and Z. We help people with X, Y, and Z. And when we get their data, we manage it in X, Y, Z systems and we keep it secured by X, Y, and Z. And when we send communications out, so the answer to this is simply put together the SOP&P for the systems we have and we're done. That's all I need is SOP&P and whatever supporting documents may be needed from that SOP&P. Like the privacy statement is not an SOP&P. The privacy statement is built off of the privacy statement SOP&P, which we're already 10 steps ahead of you because we're building websites in HubSpot and we're getting ready to go live with some of them and we need to have privacy statements on them. So we already got a fucking situation figured out. We just need to know what your SOP&P is on the CRM and how you're using it so we can make sure the privacy statement works and get it live. You don't have to figure it out. We just need to know basically how it's being used at a surface level.
So are you saying that the policy privacy statement that's been in effect since you kind of took over, yeah, I know you didn't redo the site, but since you, I'll just say manage the site or whatever, that's never been relevant to anything. I just sent you the link of the current one.
Okay, let me pull it up real quick.
So, but it doesn't speak to everything you just said. So
Most privacy statements are not properly written out. That's why it's irrelevant to me because I didn't do it. I know it probably wasn't done right, just like the website. I don't give a fuck. I'm concerned and have been for years about what's next after this. So I don't live, or I guess I don't think this is official.
Concerned of what this said.
You, as the leader, yes, I believe you should be concerned with what it says. I would have the right qualified person, and it's your okay. So. And I get it. Scott, I get where you are, buddy. I get the big picture and I see your stress and I'm trying to tell you that this reactivity that you live in, that's how I see it. I know you.
I don't think anybody knows that. I don't think anybody.
Which is why we are. That's what makes us reactive. That's what makes it reactive is because if you don't know better, what's happening is as matters and objectives happen, as things happen out here, you're not in control of them. You're being pulled by them and you're making decisions. You're constantly like, this is reactive. This is where you're living. What I'm trying to do is say, no more of that bullshit. We are leading the way. Nick, what are you building? Okay, we need this, and this. So if you want to continue building that, great. We want to empower that. But right now we need you to do X, Y, and Z because we need that from you. And we're going to guide your efforts. We need you to get these things done. Like the app I built for the workforce management would have been a great thing to delegate to him.
How do I convey to Stephen what we need in order to make the privacy policy official? Or create a policy for I don't even know.
So
what do I need?
Yep. So
and don't say an SOP&P because that has zero information. If I say, hey, I need an SOP&P on the website, what the fuck does that mean?
So we have a privacy statement. All right. That's what the SOPMP's title will be, privacy statement. Who is the gatekeeper and responsible for our privacy statement for Wegman Company? Is that HR? Is that administration? Is that IT? Is that sales? Who's in charge of where would you put that? I mean, I know you don't like when I ask you this. I can tell you where to go, but then I'm going to get, well, why is it Joe's way? Am I supposed to take, you're saying, Joe, I'm trusting your lead, so just go. If we're there still, I'll go. It should be under administration. This is a privacy policy. This is how the world sees how we handle privacy data or handle data privacy. So administration should own and be the gatekeeper of this system. And right now I'm playing administrator.
How do we know the laws and the regulations behind that? So now everybody gets to get trained on privacy statements?
So no, the master tech plan has an SOPMP for you. You don't have to create one. We have a store for the framework, and privacy statement is a core piece of your tech plan. You don't have to recreate that. The SOPMP anyway, your privacy statement will come based off that SOPMP. You can take that SOPMP and give it to AI and say, hey, this is how our tech plan is managed. We need a privacy statement for our website based off this SOPMP, and our LOB apps list, our department list, like it knows all of our departments and who's in charge of what, and what should our privacy policy be based off of how we do things. That's how easy it's supposed to be with the framework, but we have to build the framework first. We have to fill it in. We have to be aligned as a team and know that this is the playbook and we're all playing from it.
So the website's 2 months out.
If you're going to allow that to hold us back, again, I have no clue what comes after the website. Are we sending emails out the next day? If not, no. Put the website up live, get it going, and when we go to do email campaigns, make sure it's up before then. That's how I would go about it.
Email campaigns have been going on for 7 months.
I understand how reactive and all over the place the thing is. I'm trying to stop that.
I don't understand how it's being reacted. That's all.
Because you guys are putting carts before the horse. You guys are doing all these things in siloed environments as opposed to through an admin pipeline that keeps it all going smooth. You guys can't see all the stuff going through because we're not living in it.
But what I'm saying, Joe, even if I saw it, how the hell would I know that I need a privacy policy?
You have to trust your team. You have to trust those that are professionals.
Everybody on this team knows that. You would be the only one.
That's why I want to stop working just with you and get everybody in the room together so we can grow this thing together. The thing that's holding Wegman Company back, and I truly believe this, the thing that's holding Wegman Company back from getting bigger is its lack of systems and consistency with how it does things internally. If we can work on that, you guys are going to see how much free time you guys actually have, and we can fucking grow. I see you guys running around like the way I see it, it's chickens running around with their heads cut off. And I know that pisses you off. That's the state you're in, and that's normal that you guys got to where you are that way. You guys have to try something you've never even known before. I'm bringing that to you on a silver platter saying, guys, this is extremely valuable. Have a framework. Go watch a few episodes of Bar Rescue between now and next week. Just watch them again after talking to me about all this, because it's crazy how it's exactly what I'm doing. These bars don't have consistency. Their drinks are all different. No training. We are essentially just like every department's a different bartender, and we're supposed to be making the same drinks. That's what I'm trying to, like, where can we all get aligned and handle objectives and matters the same way? The Wegman Company way.
That's not the issue. I mean, okay, that is an issue. I get that part. What I'm saying, in the part that you just kind of talk over like it's normal and it's not normal, is that you want to bring 8 people in a room and talk about a privacy statement.
No.
Conversation about
That's
it because nobody knows about anything.
And this is why because it's the people that need to know about the privacy statement, they will talk about it. We will have what we call an ad hoc session if we need one, that is. We will have an ad hoc session on that objective or that matter if it's needed. The admin sessions that I'm trying to have with all 8 of us, is only about, are we working in the framework? Do we understand the framework? Are we growing in the framework? Because the framework continues to evolve and get better. And you guys, once you have seen such an evolvement. They are starting at day one when they come in that room. And that's why Joe's cussing people out. That's why Christy is cussing me out. That's why Melissa isn't working with me right now, because she knows that until we all do it, it's not going to go anywhere. So, yeah, I think your understanding what a session is not working on the objectives that matters. It's us getting good at working on them together. The privacy statement could be done in 2 minutes. If Steven did his, just do your thing that we asked you for, the SOP and P on how you're using HubSpot on Apollo. Give me those SOP and Ps and I'm good. Right here.
How in depth? What does that mean?
Let's look at the ones that Steven's and we have these assigned to him. If he clicks right here, I'll take him straight to the SOP and P for it. New website development. Document the lead generation efforts, meaning how are we using HubSpot and Apollo? How are we getting leads from Apollo into CRM, and then how are we reaching out to them? I just want an SOP and P.
That's not what it says, though. You're talking about it. That's what I'm saying. I don't understand what that means for me to go to him and say, here's what we need. And then he does something and we have the same thing that we did with Nick and Steve or Jerry and say, yeah, that's not what we need. What we need is all the stuff that you just said in the words.
So I went in here on these are you can see, if you actually go into the objective, you can see all the notes from all the times that this have come up, and I pushed for these documents that way I can get you things and the AI even, to have it help us with our campaign, all that stuff. I'm trying to give us a foundation, and he's just trying to build it. He's working on a tool and building it for the tool instead of Wegman Company. And I build it from the foundation up, not from the app. App down, I guess is the way this would go. Anyway, Stephen, to help us understand the overall plan you can please articulate what it is you are building out for Wegman Company lead generation. We wish to build the framework and systems into the current tech plan to ensure we are building scalable systems for Wegman Company. And this was put in.
That's fine, Joe. That doesn't mean anything to me. It's not going to mean anything
to him.
I don't think it'll understand what we need. Those are just words.
And that's why, because he would be one of the people in the room. Jerry, now that we had the meetings with Jerry, have him go look at the original SOP and P that was sent based off of now he knows what we need. And he agrees with it. He says he does. Ask him if he feels like it meets our needs now. Even Nick should be like, no, I understand what needs to happen now. And if they say no, we may still have resistance, but we need to sit down with them and go through it again.
I don't think it's resistance. I just think it's the thing that you wrote, you didn't really write. You put it in your AI and it took information and made it 7 pages. We don't have the ability to do that. Because that's why I made it my top priority is to get the AI. We shipped it to the ops team before we could get the AI done. AI is behind now because of and that's I'm not trying to fight it. I want, it's hard to do all this simultaneously, which is why the admin pipeline is so important. As a team, this overall collective that we're doing, where can we see it on a map so that way we know what's going on and we can go, oh, you know what? We probably shouldn't do those so far apart. We should probably put those and get those done the same. That's we need some way to visualize and get this done. There's so much going on. Wegman Company is a huge thing, and to put technology in here, it's a lot. So I didn't mean to get sidetracked. I thought this was an easy thing.
No, privacy. So
got to get going on a quote. I've got 2 emails wanting to know where they are.
Did we add something in here?
I don't even know because I can't see the screen.
Well, that's fine. I'm putting a privacy statement objective in to get that done. And there will be an SOP and P folder under development, under administration for privacy statement. Everything we have, the old one, whatever he came up with, get it into that folder so we can get ready to build our, and I'll get the SOP and P for privacy statement that I built, and get that. Actually, it's got to get finished. There's a few things. We're going live too. Like, I know I learn a lot from working with my tech plans, but I use that knowledge to help all my tech plans. Anything that I feel like is proprietary to you guys, I wouldn't bring to somebody else. Every brand I support, I actually put that hat on for them and work for them when I'm working with them. I know the difference between what's Navicore, what's Wegman, and what's my other clients. So I am building this out for you, and I'm giving you guys any SOP and P that help will get you guys going. But this is where we organically got to based off of the friction, which is the best way to figure out the right answer. And I think this is the right answer. I think we're on the right track is what I'm saying. This is painful. I get it. It's painful, but we're on the right track is what I'm trying to say. All of this is on the right track is what I'm trying to say. We'll go.
I don't know how to manage getting a privacy statement done so I can get a website live.
So if the website's going live soon, I need to be prepped for that, and I need to know what the plan is. And are we going to leave the workforce out of this one too? Are we going to do, like we've always talked about how we're going to make this take the opportunity to flip a big switch to make a big impact so we can get culture driving in the right direction? I feel like things are starting to line up.
Wait, what workforce? What are you talking about?
Getting everybody on the same email standards, getting everybody to use email for communications, like all that work. The website going live, the team site being adopted wholly, like everybody should be aware this is now officially making Wegman.
Yeah, I know, but
like,
I think that the whole company thing is a little premature at this point, don't you?
I think we were doing it right.
I mean,
and
I've got guys that sit in here and have been in front of a computer for 5 years that have seen it still aren't ready for it. So I'm going to waste the money on an email account that nobody's going to look at because we're really still trying.
No, what I'm saying is what I've been trying to do is get us lined up with all this. That way, when we are teed up for it all to be going through together. If you guys just will go live with the website this week, that feels to me so react because I'm just now like, wow, that was us preparing to go live with a new website. Oh, just put it live, just make the switches, go. And everybody, like, we're just doing what we've always done. We're not making it official.
So tell me what I need to do. Do I need to have a meeting with the three of us? What do I have to do?
If you truly trust me and work with me to figure out a way to get Steven, Joe, Melissa, and whoever else needs to be in that meeting together so they can start doing what Ops is doing, and we actually start working from this admin pipeline, you're going to see all these answers. Like, all this is noise because this answers everything.
It's not, okay, it doesn't answer everything.
Maybe not for you right now. It's not clear yet.
So basically, if I pre-book the Ops meeting, you're telling me we're going to have a couple meetings, so in 3 weeks we'll be ready to do this website.
What I wanted to figure out today was when can we meet with?
We're going to have an introductory meeting.
When are we meeting with Kevin was one thing, and the second thing is Ops is being introduced. I feel like it's positive, well received sessions. Now that that's happening, the rest of the team's feeling left out and anxious. They want in on it. We need to bring them in. Maybe not all 8.
Why do you feel that way? Why do you feel that way?
I don't know. I just call it my gut. I'll just say that.
No anxiety. There's no anxiety.
You are
left out.
And this is where Joe freaked out yesterday. Because Joe was like, oh, and this thing about Steven, he brought up the email. Like, this is how things kicked off yesterday. Hey, Joe, buddy. I walked up to him. I was like, hey, Joe, QuickBooks is having some issues. I tried figuring it out this morning. I don't know what's going on, but my technician's coming in at 8. He's going to work on it. He's like, okay, cool, man. Thanks. All right. Okay. I start walking away. He's like, oh, by the way, the Steven thing with the, what is all this about? What is this? I'm like, well, it's the objectives versus matters, the admins at versus the support at. He's like, nobody knows about. I'm like, well, let me show you something. Go to your team site real quick. And he started to do it. And he's like, you know what? What is it? What is it? I'm like, well, it's the objectives. I just want to show you the thing that I sent out on January 1st of 2025. I've actually had this. This is like the 20th time you and I have talked about it. I was like, he's like, I don't care about any of that. I just want to know why he can't get his shit done. I'm like, whoa, slow down, buddy. I'm like, I'm letting you know where things are. He was like, I don't care. Like, he just fucking went off. I'm like, hey, listen, maybe that's the problem is you don't care. That you said it yourself. You don't care about any of this. You just want to know why shit ain't done. I was like, that's the problem. I really believe that. And he just like that was me fucking not just walking away. I should have just walked away. But that tells me, because the way he talks about it, like nobody else knows about this stuff. Well, you guys, the thing that he said in there, like why he was freaking out, you guys go in there and do your thing.
Why did he know about it? Because it's on the admin email, which is exactly what I didn't want to have.
No, the reason why he should know about it is because last year we sent out fresh year, fresh start, and everybody got this email. 63 people have come here and looked at this, and it's been definitely a long time since anybody's been in here. It's fallen down to maybe I need to redo it again or make a new one saying, hey, everybody, 2026 MTP's here. Here's admins versus, and you remember, don't everybody come on. I'm the one that's consistent. I create a system and I'm going to live in it. And this is a year plus that you guys are going, we don't know what's going on. We're not part of it. That's what's happening. I don't know what the reason is, I guess. I don't know why it is the way it is. It is, and I just don't know how to fix it. Or I think I know how to fix it. Bring us together. Let us all be on the same page. And if it's stupid, then let's find something better. But we got to do something.
So, when do you need to meet with this guy? I gotta get it there.
You want to go live with the website? That's a priority, right?
Well,
the only reason why I'm asking is because there's a pair.
Don't want it to be.
We don't have to. We can put a privacy. The privacy statement shouldn't even be live on the. It's hidden. We have a link to it, but we don't have a link.
It's at the bottom of the page.
It could be at the privacy should be in the footer at the very bottom. You're right. Yep. But it shouldn't be in the navigation anywhere, and nobody's going to click on it. We can put a generic, safe one in place for now. So what I'm trying to tell you is we don't need to let that hold back doing the website.
I would like. I'm in agreement with you that I would like to get the other stuff done. I just don't know what the other stuff is.
It's in the admin. Listen, quit trying to wonder what it is. Just work from the admin pipeline and see the results you get. Just make that the focus.
Joe, I don't understand how to express what it means to live in our side of the world. If I were telling you to do something that we do every day that you've never done, you would be frustrated as hell. And I would say, just put it in the admin pipeline and it'll work itself out. And it doesn't work that way.
We've never tried. We have never given it a true shot. And this 90 days is what it's supposed to be about.
That's fine. But what I'm telling you is, in my world, we do this every day. I have people that are moving into new positions that we know there's a struggle. We know that there's going to be this lag. And in some instances, you try to say, you know what, we're not going to do that. We're going to go to this and avoid all this lag part that can take 6 months. We're just not going to introduce that part, because if we don't introduce it, then the lag will be smaller on the back end. So
it is a lot. It's hard. So I'm putting this in here, privacy statement on site. And what we're going to do is go into that folder. We're going to copy it. I'm going to paste it right here. And of course, it's super freaking long. I'm going to automate a lot of this stuff eventually. Yep. This is part of the admin department. God damn, this thing is long. Oh, there it is. I was looking for that view. There we go. Save. So now, in this privacy statement, did I not give it a status? Jesus Christ. It's in progress now, okay? I have an SOP and P in my team site for developments, privacy policy. Let's see how far I got on this. Yeah, I think it's about done. I just got to get it a PDF and get it into your area. Then we'll have that tool, your old one. And once we have SOP and P on our lead generation efforts, I already have documentation on how we handle internal privacy information for internally. So yeah, we'll be able to put this together by the end of next week. So, and now it's in the admin pipeline, fully, truly inside of here. If you go to the admin pipeline and you find the item in there, I know there's a lot in here. That's going to be our rub. Is that's why I don't want to have 1,000 things in here open, if that makes sense. Roadmaps all day long. Keep the live shit to a minimum. And right here is the SOP and P. You click this privacy statement right here. It's going to take you right into the folder. And I will add my shit in here so we can get this done, is what I'm saying. And when we're done, we're going to have a library with SOP and P in it that will keep us true. Like, and if somebody gets hit by a bus, we don't have to reinvent the wheel. We have it documented. Yeah. Thank you.
All right. Thanks.
Talk later.
Hey.
Yep.
Wait.
Kevin. Shit.
When's the meeting with the dude?
That's what I was just thinking. That's the one thing we didn't do. So next week on Thursday, or this Thursday, shit, I can't remember now. Let's meet with him definitely next week, next Thursday. We'll still have our admin session. I'll have him come in either before or after. Does that work for you? Can you make that work, I guess?
On the 19th?
I guess that's when it, yeah, I think that sounds about right. The 21st is Saturday that week, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's right. So next week, yes, the 19th.
All right.
I will get a hold of him, make sure that works, and I'll get it either before or after that meeting. If we do it before, I'll make it only a half hour, and we'll do it after the status meeting that you got. You guys have a status meeting at 10:30 to 11, right?
Yeah, but I'd rather do it before that.
So you'd rather from 9:30 to 10:30 meet with him. Are you open at that time?
Yeah.
Let me see if I can't get him in there, and if not, it'll be after. I know the later part of your day gets hectic, so I'll try to do it earlier, but I'll see what his availability is. All right. That's all I needed. Are you good? Awesome. Thank you, sir.
Sure. Bye.
Sure. Bye. Record any of that? All right, bastards. You keep it heavy, you keep it real. I'm piecing the fuck out. Yeah. So, yeah. Keep it heavy. Keep it real. Peace.